entertained? Are you not entertained?
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
Why so serious?
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
Well, I'm not good at it. I want you to get mad. You gotta say, I'm a human being. God damn it! My life has value. I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Hey, hi everybody. This is Buddy Fitzpatrick with End the Word Is. Thanks for joining us today on today's program. I was going to give the date, but I don't know what the date is because we're all confused still. I still live in 2020 sometimes, but you're nowhere else but right here with End the Word Is, and it's nothing but fun, and we'll see what happens. None of the players today have played the game. So let's see how this goes. They're all virgins. These are all virgins I'm going to introduce to you. The first one up, we're going to find out if her last name is short for Louisiana or if she happens to be part of the famed Kerri Lotion. Ladies and gentlemen, Kerri Louise is on deck today. Hey, Kerri, thanks for playing today. Also coming up, her name means emotionally she has sacred character and impressive magnetism. Now, how's that for a name? Karen Bergreen, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Karen Bergreen is with us. Thanks for joining us, Karen.
Hi, Buddy. Hi, Kerri.
Hi, Karen.
You're
going down.
Oh, good. I should have put some lipstick on.
No, you look great. I love your hat. Don't you worry about it. Your next contestant comedian, I looked up her name for definition, couldn't find one. All I know is there's 6 characters in her name. Karen Krentz, ladies and gentlemen, another Karen. We have 2 Karens on the show. Hi, Karen Krentz. Thanks for joining us. Okay, she's frozen. This is going to be good. All right. Karen, can you see me? Karen Krentz, can you hear?
Hey, guys.
Can you hear?
Why can't I hear you guys?
Oh my God, this is great. Tom's going to get on that. This is so professional. We want to know if her last name is, she uses the V or does she say the W? But either way, her initials spell jaw. Ladies and gentlemen, Joan Weisblatt. Let's bring Joan on. Hi, Joan.
Hi, ladies.
Do you say Weisblatt or Weisblatt?
I say Ulster.
Ulster. You got me. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we have one more. Karen, can you hear us yet? Tom, Karen can't hear us. All right, let's bring on the 5th contestant. Is she from the Shea butter fame or a small tropical African tree? Ladies and gentlemen, Debbie Shea. Debbie Shea is with us as well. Hi, Debbie.
Hi. It's actually Shea Stadium.
I like Shea butter better, but we'll go with Shea Stadium. Okay. And you are timing. Now we can't hear Karen. So we're just going to start the game because the clock is tick. Oh, here she comes. Hey, Karen, can you hear us? This is like candid camera. Where she doesn't know anybody's watching her. You can't hear us, can you, Karen? You can't hear us? Okay, she's gonna try her heart out. Who wants to go first? Because no one has played this game before, and usually I have a returning champ going first. And none of you have played this. You're all virgins. I know, right, Richie? I love Kerri's hair as well.
You get extra points. Here's my question: do you get extra points for going first?
Sure, if you want some, I get to do I get to do it. You know, I keep the score. So, let's give an extra point. Okay, let's give you one right now. But the winner of the game has to return next week. So if you don't want to come back, you better be careful. I know, be very careful.
Kerri, you're very competitive.
I know. I forgot to warn you guys in the green room. I forgot to warn you that I'm competitive.
Yeah.
That was
I played field hockey when I was in high school. I played field hockey. We had mouth guards and sticks, so watch it.
My daughter plays lacrosse, and when you watch the guys, they kill each other. When you watch the girls, it's mouth guards and sticks, but they're not allowed to even touch anybody. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so much for equal rights, because I want to see these girls fucking kill each other.
Right, that's what I want to see.
Yes. It's called lacrosse for a reason.
Right.
Kerri,
I have boys that play lacrosse. I have twin boys. They're playing lacrosse right now. They're in practice. One plays defense and one plays offense. So I can never look at my phone.
I pretend to to know what the rules are, but I have no idea what the rules are. And so sometimes when they'll shoot and they get a whistle, and some parent will say to me, "What now? Why was she allowed to shoot?" And I'll say, "Because her name begins with the letter J, so it was her turn." I make up all the stupidest rules because I don't know what the rules are when people get, the whistle blown and then they get a yellow ticket. I don't know why they get a yellow ticket. Apparently they can get on a bus. Kerri, pick a number from 1 to 6 because that's going to be your word.
Okay, 7. Oh, 7's my favorite number.
All right.
I'm competitive, but I'm dumb. So don't worry, I'm not going to be coming back next.
That's your handicap.
I can make up a word.
I'm going to go with 3.
3. Okay. Are you ready?
Children.
You're going to have up to 60 seconds. At the end of your 60 seconds, you're going to hear this, which means your time is up. But you have 60 seconds to talk about manicures. Go.
Oh my God, manicures. A petty, Manny and a petty. Oh my God, I love it. The only thing that's uncomfortable is they're talking about you and you can't understand English. So I so want to learn Mandarin or Chinese or whatever they're speaking, just so I can know what they're saying about me and my nails. I'm never flexible. My thumbs don't flex. See, this is it. So they're always like, relax. And they're squeezing my thumb when they're trying to do my thumb. And I know they're rolling their eyes and I know they're chatting. That's when they start chatting. It happens every time, every nail place I go. And my thumbs aren't flexible. And I'm always like, I'm sorry, I'm not flexible.
Do they always come as a, oh, go ahead, Debbie.
I was going to ask you, have you tried thumb yoga?
No, I should try that. And you know what? If you ever want to know, if you ever not want to know what you really look like, you go get your nails done because then they'll tell you. They're like, you sure you don't want your lips done? I'm like, no, I'm fine. You sure you're hairy up there? You hairy?
Yeah.
You gain weight. You gain weight, Kerri. You gain weight since I saw you last.
Debbie, give us an example of downward thumb.
Oh, downward thumb. Here it is. Can you see it? Wait.
No, move the other way. Yeah, there you go. Oh
my God, I have thumb envy. Look downward how flexible her thumb is. I can't do that. Yeah. Look at her thumb.
Well, I can go this way, but not that way. Hitchhiking?
That's from years of hitchhiking.
I have thumb envy, Debbie.
I'm competitive about my thumb.
Joan, yours is the most flexible.
Oh, yours is not. I'm jealous.
Look at that.
Look what I can do. Look.
Oh, what is
Buddy,
Joan, that could be a turn on for some.
Buddy, you're
Karen,
magical or being dirty.
What's that, Debbie?
Were you doing magic or being filthy dirty?
No, magic.
It's filthy dirty magic. That's the name of my new. That's the name of my new CD. Karen, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear?
You're awesome. We already went through one contestant, so you can't pick 3. Kerri, who do you want to go next?
Well, I went first, so I got an extra point. But Joan has the most flexible thumbs, so she gets 2 points. I know you're keeping score, buddy, but I'm playing with you.
I will give Joan 2 points. I just did, but you're getting 1 and then another 1 because you're reminding everyone that you're getting 1. So now you have 2.
I'm very competitive too, so now I have 2. I'm winning now, right?
No, you're tied with Kerri. You haven't even played, and you're tied with Kerri. That's awesome.
Right.
Well, I don't get points for this. Like she gets points because she said a few jokes, kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah, I decide when you get a point. Yeah, if you're not going to get a point because you played the game well, you're going to get a point because you either made me laugh or you dissed somebody really good. I like that.
If she's recommended like a good manicurist, it's like not good because it's not funny.
Do you ever, you can't go to a manicurist that speaks English? Is that just the deal?
Try to find one. You get a point if you find one.
All right. Okay. And do you have to get the package like Maddie Petty?
No, but it's always fun if you have time. And it's cheaper.
That's such an annoying.
I don't like it.
I hate Manny Petty. I hate that term.
I hate it. I agree with you. It's it's bad for all of us.
Good to know. I won't be calling you two for a Manny and Petty.
Do you like Manny and do you like Petty? Is it the fact that they're together, Manny Petty?
I don't like the cuteness of it. It's like something Rachel Ray would make up.
Yeah.
I win. I just made Buddy laugh. Thank you.
Now
you get a point.
Thank you, Kerri.
Yeah. I don't even need to play.
I like to go.
Kerri.
Who do I go next?
Debbie likes to go.
Debbie
I
Shea.
think-
Oh yeah. I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say,
Debbie. On your what?
I've been dissed
just
already. I
accused
thought
me
I
to
was
go in and
number.
ask for a pedicure on my hand.
And what do they do?
They give me a pedicure on,
On
my
your hand. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh.
Kerri, who do you want to go next? Pick somebody.
It's between Debbie and Joan. Joan, she has the better thumbs.
All right, Joan,
Better
pick a
thumb.
number from 1
the
to
other
6, and it
person-
can't be 5.
Show us.
Okay, 2.
2. Ooh, this is a hard one. You ready? You got up to 60 seconds. You can stop whenever you want.
Ooh,
But when I say the word, you have
Okay.
60 seconds. Are you ready?
I am.
Diet.
Diet.
Yeah.
I can't stay on my diet. It's very, very difficult. I was on Weight Watchers recently and I gained about 10 pounds on that. And then I tried Noom and I got depressed. And then I decided to do it on my own. COVID is so bad for dieting. Doesn't everybody agree? It's totally impossible to diet during COVID. I also think that every time I gain a pound, that somebody out there is losing, which is making me very, very angry. You, Kerri, I think it's you. Like every time I gain a pound, I say to myself, that Kerri Louise, she's definitely losing. I don't know.
I gained the COVID-19 and the COVID-20 and the COVID-21. That's what I gained.
What I try to do is take it a meal at a time, which is fine. But come 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I want to eat my own hand off my wrist. It's terrible.
But a diet, it can also be where you gain weight, right? A diet isn't necessarily losing.
It's just what you eat.
Right. That's what, like a bird's diet is worms. and if you,
Kerri, this is so educational.
right. And if you want to gain weight, your diet would be lots of carbs and fats. And if you wanted to lose weight, your diet would be low carbs.
It would be worms.
When I gain weight, I just tell people I got a part in a movie and they want me to gain weight.
Totally. And
That's
you're
a
so
good
brave. You're
Is that
so
a good idea?
to do that.
What's that, Karen?
You're brave. It's very brave of you to play a part where you have to gain weight.
But I imagine things like that in my head. Like I also imagine what it's like to be famous. So sometimes when I walk down the street, I pretend that people are recognizing me, but because they respect my privacy, they leave me alone. That's just where I go.
Yeah, I think it's called delusional. Yeah.
It's called delusional. Thank you. Okay, I'm taking a
Joan,
point
you should
away
change
from
your
Joan.
diet. Joan, you should change your diet. This is going to work for you. Worms
Yes.
dipped in cocaine. That'll do it.
Just thinking about it, I'm losing weight. But thank you. Thank you for that.
Joan, I think if you do eat your hand, please don't eat your thumb because it's got a lot going on for it. And also, I just realized the word die is in diet. That's what diets make me want to do.
Do you want to see what else I can do with my thumb?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God.
Joan.
Can you see what I'm doing?
No, move it over to
over
the
a
other
little.
side. Yeah,
Double jointed.
Yeah.
it's double jointed.
Wow.
That comes in handy, doesn't it?
It's
Mine
snappy.
have that too.
Oh, God.
Can you?
Isn't
Could
it
you
funny
hear
how
that?
we discover these things about ourselves?
It's when we're in COVID and bored with ourselves. And Joan, don't eat your hand because you may have just gotten a pedicure on it. Joan, pick another player for us. It could be one of the two Karens or the Debbie.
Okay, I'll go with
The Debbie.
Karen Krentz.
Karen Krentz, you're up, Karen Krentz.
Thank you.
So you need to pick a word from 1 to 6, and it cannot be 2 or 3.
Can't be 2 or 3. All right. How about lucky number 5? Let's go with 5.
Okay, because I know you're all about this. So you got up to 60 seconds when I say the word. Are
Okay.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Opera.
Opera. Oh my gosh. I love it. I can't get enough opera. My father was actually vice president of a radio station, classical music. And so
Really?
I grew up with a real love for opera music. I actually am a singer myself. I don't know if you can tell just by the inflection in my voice, but I can hit octaves that I know for a fact, buddy, you could never reach. I mean, it's like on a whole, that's
Can you give us an example?
of how high I can go.
Yeah.
You want me to sing it now? I mean, I don't know if it's ready for.
Let me get a wine glass and just hold it.
By the way, I don't know if you guys see what's going on behind me. By the way, my dog humping. This is really live. My dog seems to be humping the pillow on the chair, and I apologize.
It's called the aria. That's his aria. Yeah, look at that.
Between that and Joan, this is a sex show.
That's the best.
Wins.
That's the best 60 seconds that I think I've ever. And I'm giving Krentz 4 points for her dog humping the pillow.
Look at him.
And
I don't hate pet.
Looks like he wants a cigarette now.
No, he does. It's the best. Actually,
he needs another dog.
Not for nothing. That's my kind of humping. If I could hump the pillow like that, seriously, if that could count.
Don't you wish that would work?
You don't have to deal with all the other crap.
Yeah, no, that's it. The pillow doesn't talk back.
Right.
Like, that was something. I didn't talk about opera, but I was,
Well, your dog saved you, man, and I want to know: is it a my pillow? Is it a my pillow?
This is literally a brand new chair I just bought, and he seems to really take a liking to it. He's really enjoying that third pillow.
And you know what? Whenever I do what he just did, I also stare out the window and then go right back to work. Yeah, look at him. He's going right back to the. Oh my God! Now he's just like.
Now he needs a nap.
He's done for the day. Yeah.
Now he's showing you his real parts.
Debbie was so disgusted she blocked herself out. Oh my God! Now she came back and
I have his balls.
Yeah, no. So he's missing his tail and his balls. That's how bad the pandemic was.
That's how much he humps. His tail and balls fall off.
and we took his tail right off because we had a little infection issue. TMI.
Aw.
That sounds like same thing happened to my husband.
Tell everyone what your lovely dog's name is. He's got the best name.
Yeah, so that's Winston. It's Sir Winston Churchill Neat is his full given name, and I love him really. Sometimes even more than any other member of my family. Is Buddy.
Keep going, Richie. Richie's humping too because he doesn't. That's how he jogs.
No.
Okay. Now nobody knows what I'm talking about because that was a pre-game. Karen, you either pick Debbie or Karen, the other Karen.
Okay, I'm going to go with the other Karen.
Okay.
Karen.
Hi, Karen Bergreen. How are you today? I miss you. I haven't seen you in so long.
I know I haven't seen you either, and I haven't seen Karen Krentz in so long either.
It's been a while.
We both had to live as Karens this whole time.
Yeah.
We should get points.
Yeah.
Just for being Karen? All right. There's one for Karen and one for Karen.
But just a half a point.
Have you considered a name change? Have you considered a name change?
Oh, I've considered changing minds of society. So.
That's a better way to deal with it. Although it'd be much quicker to change your first name. You know that.
Yes,
and
buddy.
Easier. Yes, and easier. All right, Karen, pick a number from 1 to 6, and it can't be 2, 3, or 5.
Okay, that's like every number.
By the way, Karen, that was such a Karen thing to say. I want to change mine.
That was so Bergreenous.
That was so Karen of you.
Bergreen-esque.
I want to speak to the manager now. Okay, 1, please. 1.
1. Okay. Honey, as soon as I say your word, am I allowed to call you honey in these days? As soon as I say this word, you have up to 60 seconds. Are you ready?
I'm so nervous.
Oh, that's the best way to be, though.
Okay.
Hitchhike.
Ooh. Oh, my God. It works with the whole thumb thing. Right?
Oh, my God. There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Kerri can't hitchhike. Okay, let me just say that because she's got a deformity with her thumb. Let me say this, and I've never admitted this to anybody.
Ooh.
I can't believe you're bringing a memory. I hitchhiked once. I'm like the most scared person in the world, but I was in a group of friends, and this is peer pressure. We were somewhere on Long Island, somebody's house having a sleepover. It was like in high school, and I was not like a drinker, pot person, nothing like that. But we needed to get from A to B, and somebody hitchhiked, and I got into the vehicle.
Do you remember the driver?
It's a confession.
Do you remember who the driver was?
I think it was I don't know who the
It's her husband now.
Right. That man happens to be right right here. Let me introduce him.
It was Buddy Fitzpatrick.
On that note, oh my gosh, I've never hitchhiked. Has anybody else ever hitchhiked? I've never hitchhiked.
I hitchhiked.
You and Debbie, yeah.
With my
Karen,
with my
you've hitchhiked?
dad.
I haven't. I've always been nervous I'd get abducted. I'd be thrown in a trunk since I'm so small. I would be worried for
And Debbie, you went with your dad? That's not really, that's
He likes to set good examples. So he likes to teach, by doing. So but I wouldn't have done it on my own, But we were in Ireland. We were in Ireland, and I don't know why he hitchhiked, but he thought it was safe because we were in Ireland.
Maybe he wanted
that's
you
really
dead.
that. Maybe he wanted what?
Maybe he wanted you dead.
Maybe. Probably.
Or meet some
himself.
or meet some young Irish bloke. I picked up Tony Randall one time in the city and gave him a ride. He was hitchhiking.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a story.
Yeah, isn't that a great
Was he hitchhiking?
Did he leave your car clean?
He was calling for a cab, and I pulled over and I said, "I'll give you a lift," and he hopped in.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
brave of him.
We went downtown, we chatted. I said, The Odd Couple was one of my favorite sitcoms growing up. And he said, "Sir, you make me feel old." And, oh, wait, what did he say? "You make me feel old and honored in the same moment."
Oh, gee. Did you throw him out of the car? Did you toss him out of the car?
No, I took him down to somewhere in the village. And I was dying to ask him, "Come on, just admit you're gay," but I didn't do that. And then he got out of the car and thanked me. He offered me money. I said, "No way," and he left.
Then you made out.
No,
I'm gay. He is gay. So is Buddy. Thank you.
He really might not be gay. I really.
Well, he's dead, so he's not. He's neither right now.
I know, but I'm thinking about him as if he were alive. His son, by his wife that he had, like when he was 1,000.
That's right.
Was a student of mine when I used to teach children stand-up comedy, and yes,
that's cool.
I know it was cool, and the wife actually seemed nice. I mean, even though she married a very old man, and she was not old herself.
Same with Steve Martin. He's married to what? Somebody who's like 25 years younger than he is.
Yeah. She's isn't she the art director at the New Yorker?
Yes, that's right. And Debbie, coming to you, you're up.
Ooh, wait, can I just pretend that I picked her?
Okay, Karen, who would you like to pick? And it can't be Karen, Kerri, or Joan.
I'd like Debbie to go. I really have a
or
fun.
number 2.
Debbie, you have to pick number 4 or number 6.
Such a tough decision. I'm gonna go with 6.
Okay, with 6. You said 6.
Please.
Okay,
6,
honey, when I say that
6.
666. When I say the word, you have up to 60 seconds to talk about a quickie.
A quickie. Oh boy, this is gonna take a long time for me to talk about a quickie. I don't do anything quick. I'm so slow. So I'm gonna do.
You're gonna freeze. That's. Look how slow she's. So slow she freezes. Oh, okay. Here we go. Life in the sloth.
Lane.
That's so appropriate. Like a sloth lane.
You cheated.
There is no such thing as a quickie in my life. This has become a theme for me. I always get sloth gifts, and so I'm starting to get offended.
I wonder if sloths have quickies.
How do you get offended as a sloth?
Write that down.
That's a good point. How do you get offended as a sloth? Well, slowly. It takes time to get offended as a sloth.
Half your time was you were frozen. So I'm going to give you a little bit more. You were going to say one of those things.
Oh.
Go ahead.
One of the things. So they spend a lot of time up in trees, right? And they really just come down like a night to, I think just to eat. And I just feel like that's kind of like depression, isn't it? Only to come out at night and eat.
Yeah.
So
I would say so. Yeah, like get up out of bed and go to the freezer and then come back. I think during COVID, we're all used to this new format of people freezing and skipping, and we're actually getting used to it, don't you think? It's the new way to look at things. Like right now we look like the Brady Bunch, but three of them are missing. But it and for me, Karen, you're either Alice or Mike Brady, Karen Bergreen. Kerri, you're either Peter or Bobby. Joan, you're either Jan or Cindy. Debbie, you're either Jan or Marcia. Karen, you're either Greg or
Marcia.
Peter, and I'm Mr. Brady.
Why
I
did you
love
give
that.
me a boy? I'm very.
Because of where you're situated on my screen.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no.
all right. Well, anyway,
And your hair makes you look like a boy.
I know.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go on to round 2. I gave you all a secret word, did I not?
You did.
I did, and nobody knows what it is. So just like in round 1, you are going to improv on this word the same way you did, only try not to say the word, and everyone else will try to guess what the word was. Sounds like fun? No commercials, so we jump right back into it. And Joan, I'm going to start with you, but first, before we start, how are things going with you? Do you have anything to push? Are you doing any shows?
Yeah, I quit comedy yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm on an extended hiatus. Thank you. I knew that you would appreciate that. I was on stage for 10 years, and yesterday I made the final decision and then announced it on Facebook. And then I figured you probably didn't realize that when you asked me to be on the show, but I wasn't about to tell you because I really wanted to be on your show.
No, I saw your Facebook post and thought of you and thought, oh, okay, she skipped comedy, but that doesn't mean she won't do a game show.
No, I will.
Exactly.
I am available for game shows, podcasts, interviews, anything other than having to schlep at night to a gig. So I turned 65 in October, and it's changed my outlook. So I'm now an old fart.
You look amazing.
Yeah, you do. You look amazing.
Yeah, you do,
Yeah.
Joe.
And you look happy. That's probably why you quit. That's because you quit comedy. That's why you look so good.
I had that feeling of relief. That's right.
Yeah,
Until into it.
What day is your birthday?
October 25th.
Oh, I'm the 23rd.
Oh, are you on the cusp? Are you a Libra or are you a Scorpio?
Yes, both.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So
you go both ways, buddy, huh?
I do go both ways, just like Tony Randall. All right, Joan, we are going to, you know what your word is. When you start talking, I will give you up to 30 seconds to talk about it.
Oh.
But don't say the word.
No, I wouldn't even think about
We
it.
write down the word, right, buddy?
Yes, what you think the word is, you write it down. And if it's a ridiculous word, write that down as well. Some people write down 3 or 4 words. But Joan, whenever you start talking, I'll start the timer.
I'm ready
Okay.
to go. So, Christians have something that's very different for them than there is for Jews or Russians or for hockey. Because, yes, they have Jesus, which is really, quite incredible. Jews don't have Jesus. Russians don't have Jesus. And hockey doesn't have Jesus unless somebody says, thank you, Jesus, for putting my puck in that net. So what these religions and nationalities and sports do have in common, and I'm not going to tell you because you're going to guess, has to do with Hanukkah for the Jews, and it has to do with saints for the Christians, and it has to do with losing for the Russians, and it has to do with winning for us in hockey.
So some of these are for me because I know what the word is. So I get to laugh at it all the time. But Karen Krentz, do you have any idea what Joan could be talking about?
I got to tell you, Joan, you gave so many solid clues there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so what's the answer?
I mean, is it December? Is it the month of this? Is it just no?
Okay, it could be, but Joan already said no. But let's just wait and see. Debbie, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking Wait, let me write it down.
Oh yeah, I should have.
You don't have to
Okay.
write them down if you don't want to. It's more game showy if you do.
Yeah.
Oh, penalty. Ooh, good.
Oh, that's
good
good.
guess. That's a really
Trying
good
to
guess.
think of the word.
Cameron Bergreen, what are you thinking? Lights.
Oh, that's
interesting.
good.
Isn't that interesting, Joan? Yeah, Kerri, what are you thinking?
But incorrect.
I'm trying to think of the. This is not it. This is kind of it. Pray.
Pray. Well, Joan, you stumped all four. That's amazing. Tell everybody what your word is.
My word was miracles.
Oh,
Miracle on ice.
Pray.
Miracle on
Miracle
ice.
Olympics.
Carrie, I think
The miracle of Hanukkah and saints need miracles.
Debbie wants to show us her pedicure. Go ahead.
I think if you had said mayonnaise, I might have guessed it. Simple, very simple.
Okay, and Debbie gets her first point of the game, even though she should have like 8.
That's my
because
first
hilarious.
point.
Yeah,
I
but don't worry, you're gonna win because I want you to come back next week. Okay, so Joan, who do you want to go next?
How about Karen Bergreen?
Karen Bergreen, I saw because I went up on Gotham on the 14th, 2 shows on Thursday, and had a blast, but didn't know what to expect. And then I saw you went up. It's fun being back on stage, is it not?
it was so much fun. It was, Sunday nights at Gotham aren't like anything to write home about. I didn't want to write home. I was like, this is talk about a miracle. I mean, let's bring it home, okay? So,
No, and I was standing around talking to some of the other comics, and I got a little weepy
we
because
like to be on stage.
I thought this is also part of it, just standing around talking and saying, how are you and what's been going on? And it started to hit me that I haven't, and I don't even like all these people, but I love talking to them.
I was thinking I hate them all individually.
All right, Karen, you know what your secret
We're back,
word is?
everybody.
That was great,
my
Joan.
favorite word.
What's that, babe?
I know it. I don't have this like. I feel like Joan was really clever and prepared.
You do whatever you want. Everybody does one differently. So when you start talking, I'll start the clock.
Okay, so my theory. This is something I own a lot of, and I feel like when you buy this, you should be paying less money because it doesn't have as much going on. Right.
Oh, that's a good point.
And another thing is, I also think, and I'm going to give everything away. I want everybody in the audience to get a point because I really like all of you. Is there's always the danger of arm fat. Arm fat is an issue. Buddy, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but whatever.
But I do, don't I?
Right, you probably know what I'm talking about because you can see and feel. And really, those are the two things. I'm a person who buys this product occasionally because I like comfort, despite the ripoff and the arm fat.
And you think, they're a ripoff because they cost the same as something right next to it. Yeah.
If it's right next to it, that's like twice as much.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. And so Kerri Louise.
All right, you ready?
It looks like you know what it is. Go ahead.
I don't. I'm guessing.
And if she gets it right, we just go, interesting. Off-brand chips. Well, someone didn't get it right. How about you, Joan?
Off-brand chips.
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm. Interesting.
Like it's next to the expensive IUDs.
I thought it was so obvious. Okay.
I know. So did I. Karen Krentz, what are you thinking?
I said weights, buddy. I said weights. Like
interesting.
if you're trying to get rid of the arm fat.
Oh, okay. And they could be next. And if they're 5 pounds, why do they cost as much as the 25-pound ones? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Karen, that makes sense. Karen Bergreen. Debbie Shea, what are you thinking?
All I could come up with was floaties for your arms.
You're the closest.
And then,
What the
You are
heck
the
is
closest.
it?
Karen, tell everybody what it is.
It's sleeveless.
What is it?
Sleeveless.
Oh.
I almost said t-shirt.
Because it's sleeveless, you pay as much for a sleeveless top as for a regular top. And
it
it
covers
they
the
like
Yes.
And you have the arm fetish shoe.
Yes, which
I'm
apparently I don't.
confused.
You're
You buy
confused, Debbie?
Now it all makes sense, but I
It
was
does.
thinking about friendships.
What confuses you, Debbie?
Did you say you buy sleeveless?
Yes.
Sleeveless shirts.
I wear a lot of sleeveless shirts.
Sleeveless pants, sleeveless hats, whatever, whatever,
She
you
wants
know,
to show skin.
sleeveless spaghetti, you know,
I wear a lot of sleeveless shirts.
sleeveless pasta. It's
And
the
then
rage.
I'm sure because she's a Karen, she complains. Now, why are these
Yes,
sleeveless
yes,
just as
right,
much
right.
as the other one when it's less material?
Never thought of that.
Wounding me, Kerri Louise. Wounding me.
Karen Bergreen, pick somebody next. It could be Karen, Debbie, or your
I
best
know
friend.
who it is. I know who it is.
Go for it.
Point for knowing.
Yes, you do.
Karen, other
Right.
Karen. We have to pick together.
Karen
Oh, hi.
Krentz.
Now I'm
Okay.
back.
You know your secret
Yes.
word. Get your dog ready to start fucking the pillow, please. And
I know. Listen, he went to bed. He tired himself out. It was like 2 pushes and he was done, which, I mean, you know.
yeah, you don't.
He
Do you
screws
have
like
a
his mom
pillow?
does. Okay.
Do you have a pillow for his real bed?
I do. He actually, what happened was I basically gave him some bad habits when we got him 8 years ago. And so he doesn't think he's a dog and he feels like he can lay on any piece of furniture that he actually can't. So a chair, he lays on my bed.
So
That's
right
kinda
now
where
he's
we
taking
are.
a nap on the kitchen table. Karen, what's going on with you? What do
Exactly
you have
right.
any shows? Do you have any shows coming up? Do you have
Busy.
anything to promote?
I got one.
I know you just moved.
I
You
got-
just moved into a big, beautiful new house.
I did. Thank you for that, buddy. I did. Although I do miss being down the street from you. I do have
Yes.
to tell you, Buddy and I lived around the corner from one another.
We did, and we met
I
at
do
the
have a show. That
supermarket
one
by a coincidence one time.
Are you still a farmer?
No, so I'm no longer a farmer officially, Karen. I realized that really wasn't my calling in life to be a farmer. So, because I really got tired of smelling like cows and other animals.
I was so
impressed. You know,
You should have seen it, Karen Bergreen. It was it is an amazing piece of property. We were all sad when she got rid of it. Yeah.
So do you live in the city now? Where do you live? Oh my God, I froze her with my.
I know she's frozen in
as
fear.
Buddy knows, I basically called it. It was like the East Hampton. Oh, I'm having issues with my router.
Just
Can you
keep
guys hear
talking.
me?
It's okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh my
I'll
goodness.
make believe I'm
Great.
Karen Krentz. I moved to Morristown.
She did. She moved to
I
Mars.
have a big, beautiful house in Morristown.
Where were you before, Joan?
Okay.
I was in.
Okay. There
Oh,
we
is
go.
she
There
back?
we go.
Okay, she can tell you
I'm
herself.
back. I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Well,
We
you
can
Okay.
hear
Here we go.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we're back.
So you used to,
Oh, you're in Morristown. Joan was playing the part of Karen. I said.
correct. Correct. Ladies and gentlemen, at tonight's
I'm
performance,
gonna have to move.
the part
Wait,
of Karen Krentz will be played by Joan Weisblatt.
Guys, welcome. We'll have internet issues, everyone.
Okay, Karen, we
okay,
can hear
so
you. So
can you
you're
guys
going to
hear me
start.
now?
You're going to start your secret word. We don't have to. You look like an MTV video from the 1980s. That's that's what we're seeing.
Right.
I want my MTV. But okay, there you go. So you know your secret word.
Yeah.
Look
so
at
let
that
me- let me
house.
give
Look
you
at
guys-
that beautiful house. Oh,
It
beautiful.
is. Looks like
Oh,
you're trying to
gorgeous.
sell the house.
Here's like a little episode of Krentz.
It looks like one of those virtual backgrounds, but it's real.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
wait. This house was built in the 1930s. Farm
It's
animals,
gorgeous.
it's just wood. All right, so let's circulate back into my secret word. Are you guys ready for the secret?
We
Yeah.
are. Go for it.
So this thing, right, is something that I find because I'm aging, and I don't know if you guys believe it, but I'm actually I'm going to be 50 in a couple months. So I have to buy this product such that it stops, a certain process of things schlumping downwards and gravity taking hold and just ruining what is just tightness, if you know what I'm saying. And I don't believe in surgery. And so what I'm hoping is if I buy enough of this product that I won't have to have surgery done. And
I like the schlomping. What did you say? Schlomping?
I did.
Schlomping down. Okay. Although I've never heard of that, but I'm going to look it up, and it's going to be one of the words for next week's game. Schlomping. Debbie, what are you thinking? What the word could be?
I was gonna go with green tea, but instead I said spank.
That's brilliant. I love it. That is a good
That's
one. Good one. Could be. Joan, what are you thinking?
I said Wonder Bra.
Okay. I wonder if that's the word. Kerri?
Wrinkle cream.
Okay. Karen Bergreen.
I just wrote cream.
Well, I'm going to give it. What do you think, Karen Krentz? 'Cause two came very close. I think the judges would allow that.
What about retinol?
Give it to moisturizer.
Moisturizer.
Cream, moisturizer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you give it to the creams.
Kerri and I both won that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna put retinol.
Yes, you did, Karen.
I'm the judge in addition to
Karen Bergreen's
That's
the
hilarious.
judge.
I'm the Republican Party.
But
Okay.
I'm gonna.
And if both Karens don't win, they're gonna complain.
They are.
Yeah, no,
I know. We're never
Yeah,
going to hear the
sorry.
end of
The
it.
manager.
You know what? First they come for the Karens, then they go for the Kerrys.
I thought for
Yes,
sure.
thank
I
you.
thought for
Only
sure.
coming down the pike.
I thought for sure Kerri and Debbie, because they both have butters and creams named after them. So I thought they would get definitely. They would definitely get it. But I'm giving 2 points
Well,
to
I
Debbie.
said wrinkle cream.
I'm giving 2
That
points to
cream.
Debbie because she said green tea. That is just hilarious.
Hilarious.
That just makes me laugh.
But it's true. It's supposed to stop the aging. Green tea. I bathe in it.
So
Uh,
since
That's
Debbie
too much
was serious-
information, Debbie.
Yeah.
Too much information. We
since
don't really
Debbie
need
was
to know.
serious, would you please take 2 points away from Debbie?
Hey, Debbie, are we supposed to put, because I have bags, should I put this on my eyes?
everywhere. You give yourself a green tea facial with the leaves. But Karen Krentz, I have a question for you. Have you just started using moisturizer? You're never.
No,
now that
I
you're trying to-
rub a lot of stuff on my face, but I do have to tell you, things that I can actually buy. I've been using moisturizer for a while, but now I layer it up in all seriousness. I use like 3 or 4 different creams on my face.
Yeah.
And I'll out myself. I do shoot a little Botox in my forehead. I'll come clean with you ladies. I actually do believe in a little botulism shot between my eyebrows. I do. And actually now I'm even a little spray tanned up because I'm going to Miami. So I'm even a little bit darker right now.
Oh my God, she just buys a house and now she's going to Miami. What do these people do?
I know, you're on the wrong show. The Real Housewives is on at 4.
I'd give Karen a point for that.
I
Karen
love
Krentz.
that. Oh, I would definitely give her a point. I would love to be on that show, Karen. Just saying, if I could like land a little role.
The Real Housewives of the Farm.
Yeah.
Funny,
Real
how
Housewives.
funny is it that you have a bunch of women that take over your point system? We're like giving points to everybody.
Very pushy.
I'm actually very used to it. Karen, you pick either Debbie or Kerri.
Kerri. How about Kerri Louise?
Okay,
All right.
Kerri, you know what your secret word is?
I wanted a safe word, but
Yes,
you sent me a regular word. So I'm going to go with my regular word. All right. So
Well,
this
when you-
word.
Go ahead. Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead. What?
Go ahead.
All right. So after, maybe you can give me a safe word. Maybe you can text me a safe word after the show. All right.
I am on it.
So this word, if you are over 50, your kids and everybody around you will make fun of you because you don't know what's going on. However, you did that to your parents because they didn't know what was going on. This word came in handy during the pandemic because if you didn't know anything about it, you certainly do now. Because you were forced to learn about it. And I think that was the only silver lining in this whole thing. I think a lot of people learned how to do and learned more about this genre. And it's ever flowing. Once you buy something with this word, as soon as you walk out of the store, it is extinct. And they no longer have it.
That's right. It changes, and you have to go back a year later and get the third installment from once you bought it. Karen Bergreen, the 0.3. What do you think the word is?
Okay, I really have no idea. Like I was thinking like weed.
Okay, all right.
That's a word that I never use. You know, in my day, it's pot. And when I say the word weed, I feel like a fraud.
So are you saying that you got your parents' weed?
No, it was the whole thing. Kerri was so. I feel like you should take away points from her.
That's what I said.
I love this. Oh my God! Well, I want you guys back every other week. This is amazing.
I would like to know why, written in paper.
This is the only show where I've had people on who love each other in the beginning and then they don't like each other at the end. This is so much fun.
Was purposefully.
Debbie, that's so funny. Debbie, what do you think the word was?
I honestly have no idea.
No, you have to hold up something.
I will. Okay.
Buddy, I was good at explaining, right?
I think so. I would have gotten it. I totally would have
Then
gotten
I'm
it.
stupid. Then I'm stupid. And I was really listening too. So that's
Yeah. And Karen.
You slothed out for a little bit. Karen Krentz, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, so initially, when you were saying you have to go back to the store and it's, you know, it's not there all the time and whatever, and you went with your parents. I said Malamar.
Malamar?
I said Malamars, which I know, I think weed makes more sense. But
That's hilarious. Holy shit. Richie Comics said toilet paper. That's interesting. Go ahead, Debbie.
I'm going with toilet paper. But we knew what that was before.
Yeah, that's true. Joan, what do you think?
Well, you had said that. At least what I heard when I think I was listening was that you said something about COVID, that it was more prevalent during COVID, and so I thought hand sanitizer.
Because when you leave the store, the next version of the hand sanitizer comes out. Doesn't make sense to me, Joan. But Kerri, why don't you tell us what the word was?
It has to do with your kids. Like you're embarrassed.
Yeah, the technology. I thought for sure when full circle, you make fun of your parents for not knowing what it is, and then you don't know
technology.
Because it's ever changing.
I love that.
Technology.
I love Karen Bergreen's lighting because when she sinks back in the chair, you can't see her, so she's like making faces that we don't.
Right. I think Karen should lose a point on lighting.
I'm on another game show.
All right, I'm gonna give.
Buddy, I'm confused. Kerri's secret word was technology?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's so nebulous.
Well, that's a good word too.
I love it. Blame the producer. That's a really good
yes.
All right, I chose the word. I'll take a point away from myself.
Yes.
I think that you should give me a point because I had such a hard word.
I think she did very well. I think she did very well. And I'm giving Karen Krentz a point for coming up with Malamar. That's hilarious.
I also
That's
love
just
it.
hilarious.
Do you think Joan would have been so critical of you, buddy, if she hadn't just quit comedy?
I know.
Did you realize that Buddy dissed my answer of hand sanitizer?
Yes.
So I felt it was necessary to get back at him immediately.
You feel
Who's
free.
Karen now?
Feel free.
Because I'm a vindictive bitch.
There goes Kerri. She stormed out of here.
Here we go.
Can I take your point?
Yes, you can. You were the first to ask, Debbie, so now you get them. Debbie, you have your secret words. You have your secret word, and so when you start talking, we'll start the clock.
Okay. So this word for me has changed over the years. It's something that it can be exclusive. Initially, like I joined a gym, and then it turns into maybe BJ's or Sam's Club or Costco, and now I'm getting invitations to AARP. And it's something that you become a part of. You probably pay for it annually.
I have them on my keys.
You do?
I do. It's a little thing that hangs on my keys.
Okay. Yeah.
That
It
proves
proves
it.
that
Yeah.
you belong to this.
Yeah.
You have to have this. You have to have it to get into these certain places or to get discounts or.
I don't think I could have done a better job, Debbie. I mean, very succinct.
Either.
Yeah, I think you're going to get a point. I'm giving you a point just for how well you did that. By the way, everyone's tied. Kerri, you're raising your pedicure club card membership. Okay, Karen, what are you thinking? Membership. Karen Krentz, what are you thinking? What candy bar are you thinking of?
I was thinking membership, and I don't have my card, but I think membership.
Membership, Joan?
Yeah.
I have my card, but my pen isn't working well. I was thinking membership as well.
Debbie, job well done, but you didn't stump anybody. They all got the word. That's amazing.
Oh no, that was good clue.
Yeah, that was great, Debbie.
So then we all get points except for Debbie?
Say again, Debbie?
I said I'm too honest for my own good. I was supposed to stump you guys, but I handed it to you on a silver platter.
No, don't worry. Like I say, if you want to win, you'll win. Don't worry about it. Yes, Karen.
Suggestion: you should have Debbie be the one that explains it.
Well, now we're going to move in because we only have 10 minutes left. I love how they keep asking about points. I know, Richie, right? I mean, it's amazing. This is hilarious. Hysterical because Kerri, you may have said you're the competitive one, but you're all competitive. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
You're competitive, buddy.
You are, Karen. Nuh-uh. Okay, this is a quickie round, Debbie. Quickie. You see what I did there? I brought it around.
Quickie.
And I'm going to give you a word, and I'll even spell it because some of these words we don't use all the time, but you do know what they mean for sure. And I am going to pick Debbie first because she did so well in the last round as well. Although you all got points, nobody go crazy. So
now he's playing favorites.
Yeah. So Debbie, you know what a bield is? A B-I-E-L-D. What's a bield? B-I-E-L-D.
A B-I-E-L-D.
A B-I-E-L-D.
It's when you have to.
What?
It's when you have to. It's when you.
This is awesome.
It's when you have to yield for a BLT.
It's when you have to build for BLT?
It's when you have to yield for a BLT.
For a BLT. Oh, okay. So when you're ordering the sandwich, if someone else orders.
It's very precise.
Go ahead, Debbie. Go ahead.
It's when you're about to order a sandwich that's not really good for you. Like a BLT. And you should yield. You yield.
You are exactly right. It's a funny word, but let's see. Karen Krentz, do you think Debbie knows what she's talking about?
I think that is a phenomenal definition right there. I think that
you know what I'm talking about.
It's
okay.
I thought it was great. I really did, actually.
How about you, Karen Bergreen?
Well, I do have to comment that Karen Krentz looks so good.
Okay, there you go.
The other thing I wanted to say is that I think that Debbie made the word up, but I would have thought so. She hadn't been weeping.
Oh my God!
While she was saying the definition.
Just her laughing was all I needed to get me through. That was brilliant. Joan, how about you? Does Debbie know what bield means?
No, Debbie is, as we say, full of shit. I know what a bield is.
What is it?
You know where your ear attaches to your face over here, right here? Yeah. This is your bield right here. And some people don't have bields because their earlobes attach directly to their cheek and they don't have a bield. But that crease in between the earlobe and the face is the bield.
And hence the term bieldless. Kerri. When people don't have it, they're called bieldless. Kerri, does Debbie know what a bield to Malabars? Yes, Richie.
I think I think Debbie is getting high with the sloths. So she has no idea what that word is. And I think Joan is full of shit too, because I don't think that's what Beald means either.
So Beald, in actuality, is a shelter or a refuge. Ooh. Learn something new every day, don't we?
Where you can order a BLT.
See, she's talking about BLTs because she's hungry. She's totally high.
Because she's high. Karen Bergreen, your word is aerobe. A-E-R-O-B-E. We know what that is, an aerobe, right?
Of course, it's a germ. That it's like, I mean, it's what it sounds like. It travels through the air, as opposed, you can't see it. You know, it's like it's a scientific general term. Like a lot of germs, for example, the coronavirus falls under the category of aerobe, right?
Okay, Karen Krentz. Karen Krentz, what do you think? Does she know what she's talking about?
No, she totally does. I actually really appreciated that definition.
I'm a scientist in my spare time.
No, I knew you were. I really feel like, and she's an author too. She's very layered up, Karen Bergreen.
I write.
Yeah, she's changing a lot of minds. Kerri Louise, how about you?
I think she's getting that word confused with airborne.
Okay,
so I think she's like confused.
So she doesn't know what aerobe is.
She doesn't know what it is, even though she's very smart.
How about you, Joan?
An aerobe is an organism that needs oxygen in order to survive.
Okay, so you're kind of agreeing with her.
No.
I thought Karen may have said something like that, but Debbie, what are you thinking? Does she know? Does Karen
is angry?
Debbie Shea, does Karen Bergreen?
Thing, and she's on a mission.
Joan, you need to get back into comedy. Debbie,
I thought it was supposed to make you happier.
Does Karen know what she's talking about?
No. I don't think she sounds like what she's talking about. But I think she's I don't think so. I think it's germs that you get
from ordering a BLT.
Exactly right. When you're eating your Malamars, while you have a Malamar.
I think it's germs you get. I think it's germs you get when you're hiding your BLT in your robe.
So I'm going to give it to Joan, and Karen agreed. Karen Bergman, you're exactly right. It is a bacterium that lives in the presence of oxygen. So you get 2 points for that for stumping Debbie and Kerri.
By the way, I just fucking guessed, and that is just.
Yeah. Thank you. And by the way, who agreed with you?
What a winner I am! Points.
Karen said it was like something that was floating, and that's not right. So I don't think Karen should get the point.
Joan.
Yes.
I'm just going to let this go and see where this.
Joan, look what you're arguing with.
We have 2 minutes left, but I just want to see where this is going.
Try to, think about what you're doing here.
Yeah. 2 Karens against 1 Joan.
2 Karens against 1 Joan.
Yeah, no, you're Joan. You're done.
You know what? I can do what I want.
Kerri, it's sort of like a voile, a V-O-I-L-E, right? Wouldn't you say it's sort of like a voile? So tell everybody what. Yeah, tell everybody what a voile is.
Oh, voile. Oh, well, I know this. And you know how I know this? Because my son, it was just his spelling word. So a voile is when you are mourning someone and you don't want to show your tears and your face and everything. You put this over your face.
Oh, my God. That's phenomenal.
Okay. Hands up. Who thinks Kerri is right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I have a different definition, buddy.
What is your definition, Karen Krentz?
So I think it's a boil. It's a certain form of boil on your vagina is called a voile. I think that's a voile.
And that's my son's spelling word? Really, Karen?
You know what?
Really?
So no one thinks Kerri is correct.
No, but I think it's an actual boil from the Middle Ages.
She happens to be correct. It's a sheer fabric used for women's summer clothing, usually over the face. Now, Kerri's going to be surprised at this because she guessed it. I know she guessed it, but she's exactly right.
That's
crapola. Right?
You're not so dumb after all.
Wow, that's amazing.
Like Kerri, that was legit.
Yeah, that was legit.
I mean, you're.
I should
You
get
know,
2 points for like
but then
not
you started to
knowing,
laugh.
making
I
believe, and
can we all agree that was phenomenal?
That was fun.
I think Kerri should win everything.
That was not my kid's spelling word, by the way. I totally made that up too.
Oh,
that thing!
Joan,
That's
in the 1 minute we have left, we're going to get this in with Joan and Karen Krentz. What's a luring? Louring. Luring.
It's something that's used to catch a fish.
Okay, simple enough.
Yeah.
Like bait.
To a real, right, exactly.
Hands up. Does Joan know what she's talking about? No, it doesn't look like it. Everyone doesn't think you know what you're talking about, Joan. Oh wait, Debbie, you think it could be bait?
I think it could be, but yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's actually a sullen frown. You're luring. Your face is sad. Yeah, I know. I know. Karen Krentz, what's an ingle? INGLE.
What's an ingle? Well, I know what an ingle's like Mom and Pop Ingalls, like off Little House on the Prairie, like Ingalls, like the Ingalls.
Right, but this is a word and it has a meaning. Hi, baby girl.
Well,
Boy.
there's Tootsie. But a single ingle?
A single ingle. What's a single ingle?
A single ingle.
It's the blind girl.
I'm actually going to give you a clue. Karen, I'm going to give you a clue. What's behind you? What's behind you? Right now, what's behind you? Turn around. The other way. The other way. The other way. The other way.
Oh, the fireplace?
Yes, there's your clue. What's an ingle?
I'm getting chills.
Wait, it's like, okay, is it the flue? Is it a flue on the fireplace? Like a flue, buddy?
It's the actual fire in the fireplace. It's called an ingle.
Has anyone ever heard of that, by the way? Can I just
No, but that's the name of the game, and the word is.
Yeah, no, that was a hard one, buddy.
All right, who wants to win? Who wants to come back next week, or will you all come back, or can I just? Look at Joan. Joan couldn't get off of this thing quick enough. Wow.
Come back. I like us as a group.
You want to come back? Okay.
That's right.
I like the whole group. I don't want to.
Now that you know what to expect and we can move quicker, the worst part are always the delays. But hang in here. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Joan, thanks for jumping out right away. God, I hope she's okay. Debbie, Shea, it's wonderful to see you, and thank you so much for doing this. Kerri Louise. Love you, Karen Bergreen. Love you, Karen Krentz.
Love
All
you,
the cake. Look at on the top of the cake. I was going to say something. Yeah, I know.
Okay, weren't you?
Yes, I was going to, but I should be able to say that. I should be able to say that without any reference. Karen Krentz, thank you, guys. Thanks so much for being on And the Word Is. Everybody there watching, you can see reruns. We're going to get it on Facebook. on YouTube as quickly as possible. And we're going to work out a lot of glitches. This is still in the testing stage, but we love you all. Nobody go anywhere as we sign off, because then we're all going to come back on. So bye, everybody. Thanks for being on the show.